Hello, thank you for joining me again. It's been a busy day, so it's nice to actually get my feet up and manage to get a recording made. It's very blustery out there, so indoor. And I want to talk about praise. It's great to praise children, but they very quickly know if you are praising for something that isn't actually praiseworthy. So I've heard parents talk, oh, that's brilliant. Oh, yes, that's wonderful. Excellent, wonderful for anything that the child did. No. That sets false expectations in the eyes of the child, in my mind. Praise when praise is earned, praise when it's due. And children in the classroom are actually usually very caring, she says. I hope this still applies. Maybe I was just fortunate in some of the children with whom I worked, that they knew that other children needed encouragement, and they didn't complain if I praised a child for achieving something that was difficult for that child, yet would have been easy for them to do. They accepted it, which always pleased me and showed a level of empathy, a level of understanding, which was good. So praise, yeah. And I always say to people, praise yourself, give yourself a pat on the back if you've done something. And again, that can be for somebody who's a high flyer, can have done something very grand and glorious, climbed a mountain backwards in the night. Sorry, that's been rather silly, I know, but do you know, I bet there's somebody that's done something like that. I will not be Googling it. And you will have somebody who struggles to get themselves out of their front door. It's like comparing apples and oranges, but it's different people, different problems, different abilities at that moment in time. And praise, self-praise is always good. When you feel that you've achieved something that wasn't easy for you. And it doesn't have to be anything grand and glorious. Literally a pat on the back, or a sitting down with a cup of tea or a glass of something nice and chilled, whatever. But there are other forms of self-praise. And once again, my mind is going to politicians in particular, people that we see on the television, people that make the news. They very often are self-praisers, and they will often describe that praise by including their name in it to emphasize it. So Smith is doing a great job, meaning themselves, not somebody else called Smith. Smith has made a real change, been very, very good. Okay, where's their proof? Where's their evidence? If they have, then the people for whom the change has happened presumably has been positive, and they will have reported it. But they feel that they have to go in and emphasize that. But that emphasis on the self, me, doesn't make allowance for any team that might be around this person, any help that they have, any backing. Just as if we do something and praise ourselves on a much smaller scale at home, if we've had help, then yeah, it's not I did it, it's we did it. We were a team, as they say. Oh God, I can hear myself saying this and I really shouldn't. And there's no I in team. When it's teamwork, it's important to acknowledge that it is teamwork. Okay, there might have been a team leader, but you can't achieve something with a team leader and minions who aren't responding to that leader, minions who aren't being told what the aims are and supported in achieving those aims. So again, praise is something that has to be handled carefully. And this self-praise, it really does bug me. I was talking to a teenager not long ago and they said, well, yes, I'll be fine. I'll get a job because I can do this, that and the other, and others won't be able to do that. So I will be on a winning wicket. Okay, maybe not with an attitude like that. There's confidence and there is overconfidence and expressing of that overconfidence. So praise is a funny old thing. Handled well, great. Handled, overworked, especially when it's directed at the person who's looking at you in the mirror, then it's not good. And as I say, there are so many who we see on the television that are just so up themselves that they think that they are the best thing since sliced bread. I have to admit, I don't like sliced bread, so maybe that's why these people annoy me as well. Oh dear, right. I think that I need to draw a veil over the rest of my day. The crows are beginning to gather. They start circling around at this time of night, and they're doing it now. So I find it fascinating, but they do make a racket. They seem to land on the houses across the lane. Having said that, I bet they'll all come clattering onto my roof now. All right, thank you for joining me. Have a think about how you use praise. And self-praise can be good if you keep it to yourself, but not if you spread it around. Then it's just boastful. And boasting isn't a nice trend in people. On that note, thank you for joining me. Take care, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.